Hi, my name is Simon and I'm a drummer. You may know me from a video called Snare Hoop Shootout at InSound Kiel, to which this is the follow-up. Because I recently bought the die-cast hoops that I've tested in the original video and put them to a more elaborate test. I'm using the same snare drum as before, my DW Design Series Workhorse, 14 by 6.5 inches, brass shell. I'm using the same microphone, the Granelli Audiolabs G5790, which is a Shure SM57 mod, and I've used the same camera, the Zoom Q8. What I've changed is, first of all, the room, but on a close mic, that shouldn't really matter. I've used 3 different tunings this time, the middle one being basically what I've used in the first test, and I've made sure to play the same thing every time, even to a click track. What I'm playing is what sounds like a drum always play on a snare drum, with some small modifications, but that's where I got the idea from. How to properly test a snare drum so you get an idea how it sounds on different dynamic levels, how it reacts to certain things like rolls, single notes. I added flams because I play a lot of flams. And I should add that I don't usually play rim shots. I put them in because I think it's, especially testing hoops, worth doing them. But take that into consideration. If you're a rim shot player, you might go, okay. But they're in there, so you should be able to get an impression what rim shots do to the snare in a certain tuning with different hoops. Now let's check out the snare recordings. So, having heard the recordings, what do you think? Is it worth changing the hoops on a snare? Does it affect the sound? Does it affect the sound differently in different tunings? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you've heard, what you think about this. Let's discuss this. And let me close with a note about the handling of the snare, because that definitely changed through the hoops. And even more so on the bottom head, which I didn't expect. I probably should have, but I didn't test this in the first video due to time constraints. So this is the first time I've had a bottom die cast hoop on this snare, and it definitely changed the behavior of the snare. I mean, it makes sense. It's a very thin head and a very heavy hoop. So that combination is definitely noticeable in the way the snare reacts to the tuning. It keeps it a little bit better, and funnily enough, I was able to get to the pitches that I wanted a lot quicker. I don't know why, but it really helped when I was tuning the snare for the test recordings. So, but we also should take into consideration that the set of hoops comes with a price tag of 200 euros. So that might change your opinion here a little bit. I don't regret having bought them. I think the snare sounds better. I noticed that especially in the overtones, it sounds a little bit drier, a little bit more controlled, which I like because I like to tune my snares pretty high. It changed the tuning behavior, as I said, and it also looks better. So 3 out of 3 for me. But yeah, let's have a nice discussion in the comments. And if you like what I'm doing here, consider to like and subscribe. And I see you on the next video. Bye.